5. Again, this was a curveball. This was probably the first curveball of the night. The first 4 picks, arguably outside of the Cam Whitmore situation, you could say that the first 4 picks went the way it was supposed to. We sort of predicted that in our mock draft.
Yeah.
But pick 5 threw in a bit of a curveball with Ausar Thompson being picked. There was talks of him going possibly 8-9 to the Wizards, possibly to the Jazz, or even to the Magic.
Yeah.
For him to get into the top 5, it's a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
And it kind of doesn't make sense with the whole situation they've already got with Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham. I can understand where they're coming from. They want a guy who's obviously athletic, long, can defend, has got that versatility as a playmaker from the small forward spot. But again, I feel like they're going to rue not drafting Cam Whitmore. Yeah. I just have this feeling in my head.
Nah, for sure. Like, to be honest, my honest opinion is a hell of a talent. I think he's exactly like his brother, but you take away our man's gifted playmaking skill set. I actually hate this pick. Like, I hate it so much. You have Jaden Ivey already, who's basically Ausar Thompson. Like, why would you need another Ivey at the small forward? Like, you got to force him to play small forward next to Cade, who in college, phenomenal shooter. In the NBA, he hasn't shown to be an elite shooter yet. He's been injured as well, but yeah, he hasn't shown to be that elite shooter. So you're pairing 3 guys who aren't necessarily the most elite shooters out there yet, and you're just chucking them on the floor, like, go win a game. They're not going to be any better, I don't think. I think long-term drafting Ausar, I think you're stunting his growth because you're pairing him with next to a guy like Ivey, all these 3 players, they need their shots.
Yeah.
They need their touches. I don't think it's the best case scenario, and I would much rather the Pistons select a guy like Jarrett Walker or Taylor Hendricks, someone who can fit in the system long term next to Ivey and Cade. But yeah, that's just me.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think, especially with Cade and Jaden Ivey, they're both very ball dominant guys. They're not really the best off the ball sort of players, and all 3 of these guys realistically. Ausar Thompson did show signs that he could be a good shooter. In that playoff run in Overtime Elite, I think he shot like 40-something% from 3 on like 5 attempts or 4 attempts per game. So there is more potential for him as a shooter than from a men's standpoint. But again, doesn't make sense. I'm not too much of a fan of this pick either. I actually had him at like 8 or 9 on the mock. I think I had him going number 9 or number 7 to the Pacers or to the Jazz. I can't remember exactly which one I had him at, but obviously had him falling a little bit outside the top 5. So for him to stay with at this pick number 5, it's a bit of a shock. So